These cowardly acts of terror have come on the first anniversary of the Islamic State's self-proclaimed caliphate in Iraq and Syria. Prime Minister Tony Abbott says it shows the death cult is, in his words, coming for us. Ursula Hager is in Melbourne for us this evening. Earlier, Ursula, good to see you. The Prime Minister is obviously quite strong in his language at the moment, but what is the government actually planning to do?
Well, Lachlan, the Prime Minister was here in Melbourne for the Federal Liberal Council, normally a rallying cry for party faithful, but it was overshadowed by those events overseas. The Prime Minister was very sombre when he addressed the media this morning, and he's flagging a tougher crackdown on Australians caught fighting with extremists, including, in his words, banishing those who may only have sole Australian citizenship. The domestic political agenda cast aside as Australia again faces the growing reach of Islamic State.
As far as the Daesh death cult is concerned, it's coming after us. We may not always feel that we are at war with them, but they certainly think that they are at war with us.
The Prime Minister leaving the Federal Liberal Council for a meeting of the National Security Committee, concerned the attacks could be coordinated, with more to come.
These three attacks are a terrible reminder of the heightened risk of terrorist attacks around the globe.
That's why we're working so hard to put all the resources in that we can to defeat these evil bastards at their source.
Terror experts say the attacks were likely timed to coincide with the one-year anniversary of the call to global jihad.
Islamic State's putting the message out, you've got to do something, try and do it now. Now's the important time, go for it.
Some time ago, we raised the threat level from medium to high, and that regrettably means that attacks are expected.
The government flagging a tougher crackdown on Australians fighting overseas, considering ways to temporarily suspend citizenship to sole nationals, making it harder for them to return.
That's the modern form of treason, and perhaps we need something like the modern form of banishment to deal with it.
But others warn more needs to be done to stop those at risk of radicalisation at home.
The rhetoric might actually undo good work by undermining community trust, and that would actually cost us more in security terms than any possible gains we could get from these new laws.
Laws still struggling to meet the growing complexities of a new global war.
Now, Ursula, as you say, terrorism was clearly the focus of the day, but that Liberal Council did have some official business to take care of as well.
Well, that's right, Lachlan. The party faithful didn't miss out entirely. We heard speeches today from a number of political heavyweights like Treasurer Joe Hockey, Foreign Minister Julie Bishop and, of course, the PM. And while it was more subdued than we normally see at events like these, there was a marked step up in the electoral campaigning type language. The conference has even produced its own attack ad against opposition leader Bill Shorten. And while an election is still maybe a year away, the Prime Minister's been trying out some of his lines on The Room.
Now, people might have been a little bit uncertain about us. They always are about new governments. But now they know that we are serious. So the choice is clear. They're for boats, we're for none. They're for a carbon tax, we're for lower tax. They're for taxes, we're for jobs.
Now, Lachlan, the Prime Minister has now left Australia bound for Singapore, where he will meet with those leaders. This was a pre-arranged two-day trip where he's expected to discuss security, defence and economic ties.
OK, Ursula Hager in Melbourne, thank you.